Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hey Sam. Hey Team Blacksmith. How's everybody doing? How was y'all weekend? Whew, wow, I feel sweaty. Hey Miss Cheryl. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I had actually no, I was gonna say I had a busy weekend. I really did with some, but I didn't have to leave the house though. I just had a busy weekend of recording content. Hey Siege. And editing and whatnot for you guys. A lot of content. So it was a little busy. Um, but how was your weekend? Yeah, I'm tired too. But it's been raining all weekend here. I know some of you guys have been getting this weather as well. We didn't get any tornadoes, which we were at risk of getting. But we didn't get those. Not bad about this one. We just got the thunderstorms, and it did thunderstorm. It was raining hard. So, hey, Burner Girl, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So, yeah. Other than that, I really haven't been doing much, but doing content is a lot, yeah. But those who are content creators, y'all know, doing content is a lot. So, yeah. You had a great weekend. Awesome, Team Blacksmith. Listen, that I saw you responded too about that Miller firearm, but I've been hearing some good things about it. So I know I'm gonna see purchase ones in the community. I know I will. You was in the garden this morning. Awesome. I was in my gardens all week, and then it rained yesterday and today, so I have not been in them at all. But I was at both gardens, the community garden and my backyard garden, all week doing different stuff. And yeah, I'm excited about the videos coming. And I even did some videos for what am I thinking of? Some 2A videos. So at least I did one. So I think it won't drop though for a couple weeks. So I've only got my beds. Oh, nice. You got your bed set up. Off and on planting. I can't really plant yet outside. My community garden has kale and collards that survive the winter. And I also have garlic out there. So, hey, PIA. So yeah, they just survive. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Hey, Chastity. If I didn't say hi, I think I did, but I can't remember if I said anything. I did see you come in. But yeah, they survived the winter. So they are out there at the community garden. That's about it. And garlic here. I have garlic here. So yeah. Hey girl dad. Congratulations. Was it 2K you hit? Congratulations. That is awesome. We had to pick one. Oh. Why didn't you message me, Miss Cheryl? That is always heavy. I used to have a dog and I have not been able to get another one because of how impactful that was. He was 12, and mine was 14, and it still was rough. Yes, congratulations, girl dad. You deserve. Yes. I love it. I think that I did hit a milestone, but I'm waiting to make sure it sticks. and then we'll celebrate. How about that? So today's topic, if you saw the thumbnail, is positivity. So I've been trying to like have a topic for our mindset for the week, so we have a direction to go in instead of just doing our chat like we do. It's 2,500. Nice, congratulations, nonetheless. Congratulations, nonetheless. But so I was thinking all weekend, like, what am I going to talk about on Sunday? And a lot of stuff was coming into my mind. Hey, Tixie. And then I just thought positivity, like just having a positive mindset, because there's a lot happening in this world. And for some of us, it's a lot happening in our lives directly. So just trying to maintain a positive attitude, speaking life over yourself, over the people that you care about, and not, letting things kind of, shake you up, I guess you could say. So, hey, TLC, that was where my mindset was going with that. Because, listen, y'all know I got things going on in my life. But it's been a pretty good week for me and weekend. It's been fairly uneventful, which is a good time for me. I like uneventful. I appreciate uneventful. So just going into this week, I took last week off. I ended up taking the whole week off. It's gonna be rough going into that office tomorrow. But I've been watching these emails come in because they come to my phone as well. And I'll look at them a little bit and be like, nope, I'll deal with that when I get back in the office. I'll deal with it when I get back in the office. There's probably a ridiculous amount of emails on my computer when I get back there. And guess what? We'll deal with that tomorrow or this week, however long it takes me to get through them. But I'm not going to let that shake me. I'm going to keep a positive mindset nonetheless. But yes, I just wanted to, hey, Cece, I didn't see you come in. I still see you, but I see people speaking. So you must have went past before I saw it in the chat. But yes, just having a positive mindset can get you a long way. Not letting the things of the world and your life shake you up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay positive. And just speaking life over stuff. Like I am really bad about talking down about things that I do. And someone else can do the same thing. And I will be like, all the encouragement they need to keep doing that thing. But I don't see it when I'm doing it. I'm like, oh, it was okay. Like I don't know. I don't see it the same when it's me. And I've been called out on it. That's why I recognize it. I have been called out on it. Like, but you would say this to me if it was reversed. And I'm like, well, yeah, because I would. So, yeah. It does work, Tixie. Why today I made salmon salad. Nice. Did I call myself putting in a 4th teaspoon and a teaspoon of sugar? Nope. Teaspoon of salt, gross. Wait a minute. I call myself putting a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and oh, you did a teaspoon of salt instead of 1/4. You be measuring your I am horrible, Miss Cheryl. Now, when we baked together, of course I was following the instructions, but normally I couldn't. I'm guesstimating on how much you're putting into if I'm sharing a recipe. And I always tell people that in my videos. So you over there living a happy life? That's what's up. Few things can shake me. I know that's a blessing. It is. I'm getting better, Siege. I promise. I'm getting better, but I can get shaken every now and again. Look, they say Pisces are, hey Carbon, are emotional. So hey Jamia, I might be a little emotional. Hey Urban, happy Sunday, y'all. Hi Mama Shirley. How you feeling? So I don't know if everybody saw the video from Pepper Rookie. He was able to stand up. For those who don't know who he is, he's one of the gardeners in the community down in Florida. And he had a blood clot in his leg. And it caused so much swelling that they had to go in and cut into his muscle and his calf in order to release this to get the swelling down. And this he's been back and forth to the hospital maybe a month now. He's still there right now, but he was able to, he had to have a second surgery, as a matter of fact. But he said that he was able to stand up for the first time in weeks. So he was excited about that. And I think that is positive news because he was not able to do that before. And he is struggling with the fact that he can't get up and around like he normally does because he's retired. I think a little bit of that stubbornness is that he's a retired military. So, you know, when you, and I think that's just anybody, when you're used to being able to go and you can't, it's rough. So I definitely been trying to speak positivity into him. He probably about 2 weeks ago, he was on a panel and you could just tell he was depressed and he was really um, down about what was going on with him. And so I came up on the panel and was speaking some positivity into him, just like I said I do. I do it to everyone, but myself. I'm doing better though. I am. You still weak, sleeping a lot. Well, rest. That's what you need to do. Do all the sleeping. Yep. He has a couple videos that he dropped. One was with the garden, which I'm sure his son recorded. No, he's in the video. I think it's an old video that he was able to drop because he's actually in it. So he's probably. I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody out. Hey, Christy. Listen on the way to work. Be careful out there. But yeah, so he's probably posted something that he had recorded some time back. What? At the gym? You getting it in, girl. Send me some of that energy. Because yesterday, that wasn't yesterday. That was Friday. Because yesterday it rained. Friday, y'all, I was at my community garden from like 9 a.m. to almost noon. And then I left there and came here working in my yard until like 4 on Friday. And when I tell you, I was exhausted. I was so happy I did not have a live plan for Friday because I don't think I could have done it. I was exhausted. I was. And I'm here eating a donut. Urban. But see, that's another thing I've been doing this week. I've been stress eating, which I don't typically have that problem. But y'all, I told y'all last Sunday that my baby brother passed away, and family will stress you out. And that's why I was like, you know what? No, I'm not allowing it. I'm not Allowed it. That's the energy. Oh, but I'm not. I'm not allowing it. I'm not going to allow them to stress me out. So we're going to go into this week. We're going to go into every day with a positive attitude, positive mindset. I'm going to get all the things done this week. I'm going to have my email cleared out in no time. I'm going to work on all the reports that I didn't get to work on. All the things, y'all. We just forfeited today. That's right. 12-hour fast. Now that's the interesting thing is I wasn't intentionally fasting, but I was fasting way more than 12 hours. Um, and then, well, that's the thing. The beginning of the week, I was more stressing. I started getting a handle on it because I noticed it. Because I was eating stuff I don't normally eat and don't even like. And I want to say I can't remember for sure if it was Wednesday or Thursday that I got a handle on it. So yeah. Although when I did eat, I had what I wanted though. So Friday, I had been wanting some hibachi for a while, and I went and got it. But I still have leftovers, so I didn't eat all. I didn't even eat half of it. I did TLC. I was out there every single day. It was 60 to somewhere between 60 to 80 every day last week. I think I only got close to 80 one day, which was Friday, I want to say. I think. Anyway, I was out there every single day at one of the garden spaces doing work. My gardens are ready to go, both of them. I don't have anything left to do but plant food. So I'm excited about that. Hey, Queen, happy Sunday. So I'm excited about that because that's the job in itself. I'm still doing some planning. I'm still dropping some seeds. I'm still losing seeds because I was organizing seeds today and then I went to go look for a particular seed and I couldn't find it. I know it. I probably put it up. I don't know why I did. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. And it's not just one seed. It's actually a couple packs of seeds, but I don't know what I did with them. And I need to plant them. Oh, who has seen my video I dropped today? I did drop a video earlier. One of my that's the ones I need to drop and I misplaced. I got one of them, but I got two. I think I got this one with the other one that I'm looking for. So I had somebody who sent me the orange lasia, and I think the other person sent me both the orange and the red. But I need to plant those. Those are two seeds that I have not dropped yet. I need to, I think that might be it. Yeah, y'all know I will tell you this though. The desk is not full of seeds right now because I put most of them away. So I saw it with your surgical glue. Oh, I shared it. Wait a minute. Was that one of the seeds that I dropped? Asking for a friend. I know I dropped jalapeno. Was Leisha the other one? It wasn't. It was cayenne. It was one that cayenne and jalapeno. You only have red? Yeah, somebody sent me both. Hey Dave, be safe out there. Um Now I have to go looking for more. What? No, you don't. We are growing. We are producing with purpose. We just not growing all the things just because. I want Lasia was one that I wanted to try. Because I'd be seeing so many people talk about it, and I didn't know there was more than one. I had only always saw the red one, and I ended up getting orange as well. And there's another one. There's a yellow one. I didn't come across for me. Your live, that is. It wasn't a live. You talking about the video I'm talking about from earlier? That was just a video of me um starting some seeds aquaponically. So check it out. It's something new for me. Turf therapy was the one got me one to. It's a lot of people who grow it. I've seen it in so many videos. Cayenne was. It was the missing pack. What did I grow? Son? I know what germinated. Oh, I shouldn't probably share that, huh? I don't remember what was in there. I planted the orange one as well. You did. I liked the red last year, but the plant was slow to take. Most pepper plants are. That's why I'm starting them this early, even though I still have, what, 5 weeks or so before I can plant outside. I want them to be a nice size. I'm still having trouble with the ground cherries. You saw how many I put in there, right? Still no ground cherries. I have planted ground cherries 2 different ways. That's right, Queen, with purpose. I'm struggling with the ground cherries. I don't know what the problem is with those seeds. Who grows them? And why? It seems like they should be the easiest thing to grow. And I'm having the most trouble with germination with those. No. I planted them in the aquaponic system I had set up. Did y'all like how I made my own system? Spoiler alert, it works. That's all I'll say. But I just thought that was, it came to mind. I didn't want to spend any money. That's my next start. But I'm thinking aquaponics should have worked. But my next thing I'm going to try is hydroponic. I did also planted them in soil and in a cup. Nothing. None of the ground shit. None. Not a one. So I will try hydroponic. I'm waiting to see how it works. It's coming, and it's not going to be long. So yeah. Oh, I'm thinking. I was like, "What?" Look, that's what I get for reading, being in people's business, because I thought that message was for me, and I'm like, "What package?" I didn't get a package. That's what I get for being nosy. Anyway, ground cherries are slow to germinate. I've heard that once you have them, you always have them. I need them to let me have them. They come up easily on their own. But okay. So most tomatoes, just like peppers, take a while. If I plant them in ground, do they take a while? Are they kind of quick to don't I have a I think I do. Packet of ground cherries. Cause I'm like, I'm trying to start them now because most things like that take a while. I don't know, Miss Cheryl. That's why I want to try them. Everybody be growing them and they say they're so good and they're kind of like sweet. And I must have put up the package. I'm looking at my little dash here. That's not in there. Must have put it in the case. Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying. Y'all know I don't give up on anything, and y'all know I'll be trying the things. And I'm trying the things so I can share if it works, and it might be another option for others. I saw, hey Thomas, happy Sunday. I saw someone growing with aquaponics. There's someone in the community I follow who does. Why can't I remember his name? Y'all might know who I'm talking about. But this was another person I had saw, and they were using the jars that we can't in, but the cups I have didn't fit those jars. It was too small. I must have got them too small. So, hey GT, happy Sunday. So yeah, you might want to try the milk jug. You know what? I don't buy milk. Let's start there. I don't buy juice, any of those things that come in a gallon jug. So I don't have any gallon jugs. But then I was watching Liddy B earlier, That's Your Journey, and I saw she got them at Starbucks. I guess the ones that once they are done, they'll let you take the empty ones. But yeah. And I think I tried winter sewing once. I don't know. I don't know. Hey Rob, happy Sunday. I don't know. It might not be my thing. I don't know. Not aqua. Hydroponics has been a great thing for seed starting for me for the tough seeds, like the ones that need the time. I should say tough because they're not tough to germinate, but they need more time to grow, like the peppers and stuff. So I give them a head start in the hydroponic system because they'll grow really fast and get size to them. And then I can, if I want to, I could transplant them into soil in a cup until I want to transplant them into where they're going to be at. Or I could just wait and just transplant them from the hydroponic to the yard. But I hate trying to work the sponge away from it. So the earlier I can get it, the better. Hey, Miss Felicia. So that's how I feel about that. That's why I was so interested in the aquaponics version because there's no sponge involved. So I figured it'd be easier if I get germination to get those roots separated from the clay balls. Yeah. Hey, Soul Power. Happy Sunday. So, yeah. Anyway, the garden. Y'all know it's that time of year. It just is. And that's probably going to be Friday, our topic Friday, because it's that time. Almost everybody is transitioning into spring, even though my last frost is until mid next month. I'm already starting to transition into that space. I'm getting my beds ready. I'm getting the plot ready. I'm getting my green stalks ready. Like everything is getting ready. I just painted mine with the sponge last year, and they did. Oh, child, I have put the sponge and the little plastic thing in the ground, and plant grew just fine because I didn't want to fool with it. I put the whole thing. I did, I think 3 plants like that. They were all peppers. One was a jalapeno and 2 were these fancy other peppers. Sure did. Took them right up out the hydroponic, plastic piece and all, dug a hole, put the whole thing down in there. Plants grew just fine. So yeah, I could see with the sponge too. Hey Benjamin, Georgia Firearms chat video. Thank you. I absolutely have heard of a Blair Farmer. I absolutely. A lot of the people, I should say most, a lot of people in here though came from his channel to visit me because he shouted me out a couple times over on his channel. But yes, I've been following Led for a long time. Back when he was posting videos, I told him that too. Back when he was still posting videos in a postal uniform when he worked for the Postal Service. And he was running home to deal with his trees. Yes, the plastic and everything, TLC. Um, um, he would run home to his trees because he was doing, what do they call that when they, is it oh, I forget what it's called, where you're wrapping it up so you can create roots from it so you could take that piece off and get another tree out of it. He was doing that. Urban, I feel judgment in the oh Lord. I feel judgment. And we listen and we don't judge here. And the plants grow. So y'all be judging me because I'm not always orthodox on how to get things done. But the whole point is to get food, right? Right? The whole point of growing is for the harvest. Does it really matter that I plant the plastic from the hydroponic if it's still giving me food? Air layering. Yes, that's what it was. Yes, he was doing that. I was asking, have you heard? Oh, have I heard from him? Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I thought you said, had I heard of him? He hasn't. No, I haven't. I have not. I will see if I can find out that everything is good with him. I know that South Carolina got storms. How bad, I don't know, because the person I have talked to in South Carolina, they didn't get it too bad. But he and her are maybe an hour or so more apart from each other. So I will try to find out to make sure he is good. Not all of y'all, Dave, but a lot of y'all are from the Greenhouse Lounge. We listen and we don't judge most days. Today is not that day. Mm-mm. He was air layering. Yep. Yep. Hey, Christy, did I say hi to you? Hey, Rachel. Hey, Farmer Marshall. Happy Sunday. Hey, Janet. Happy Sunday. There's no right or wrong way to plant. Boom. Y'all know look, I done said this year, I already be testing the waters. I think I'm pushing the envelope because I told y'all I planted that turmeric and ginger. I don't even remember when that video. I think we'll do that video in January. I don't know. February? How long has it been? I don't know. I know it was too early for it to be done. And I was told not to do it. And I said, okay, and did it. So we shall see how that goes. We should in January. Yeah, we gonna see. This is a question for y'all who grow turmeric and ginger. Does it have foliage that grows out like garlic does, or will I just not know until it's time to dig in there to see if there's anything down there? Asking for a friend. I found your channel through that. Thank you. Your growing videos are amazing. Thank you. I'm trying to do better this year and share a lot of the process. It does. Okay, so I will see stuff coming up out the planter that it's in. Got it. Have a good one, Tixie. I oh, and then it dies back and then I harvest. Thank you. Cause listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I want to grow it. Hey OG Tank, happy Sunday. You can cook the foliage, add flavor. Nice. And don't I know it? Don't I know it, OG Tank? Didn't you just make a comment? Yes, you did on my birthday post on Instagram. Said I look like it looked like a 90s club, something or 80s club. Something you said on site. On site. So you absolutely judge. Talking about look like a club pick. For the record, your girl didn't club it. That wasn't my claim to fame. He's a judger. I'm just saying. But yeah, you're still my sweet forget 2A in LA. What did he do? Wait, did he say something? I don't know. I don't know. You shouldn't even put his name in the chat now, because I haven't seen, and I don't see nobody speaking, so I don't think he was in here. And now he gonna come in here because you said something, Thomas. They gonna come in here cutting up. That's what's gonna happen. So has everybody been having a good week and a good weekend? Urban, are you able to start doing any pre things in your garden? He knows better. And getting it ready. Because I know that you have harsh weather, harsh winters like me. It just isn't, it's been nice here. We're getting that fake spring. You know, we call it pneumonia weather because it's nice and then it's cooler. Today, I think the high was maybe 40. All last week, we didn't drop below 60. All last week for a high. Yeah. Then we get rain for 2 days and about 40 degrees. Just saying. Just saying. So, yeah. What? Why is she not in my? That's your journey is texting me. Actually, she's texting the group. And I'm like, why is she in my life though? Starting to harden off. Nice. What state are you? Oh, Louisiana. I'm surprised. Oh, Central though. You probably are not in the more hotter area of Louisiana. But yeah, you're cleaning up the garden. But man, a lot of muddy. Oh, so are you muddy because of snow, or are you muddy because you guys are getting rain? I had to up pot a tree too. All my trees are budding, by the way. Man, PIA, we definitely got matching weather. I was in Michigan 2 days before my birthday. I went Saturday. Me and some friends drove to Michigan. I mean, we literally were just trying to get into Michigan to get something. So I think it was it was a 2.5 hour drive for where we went. Yeah, it was 80 here Friday. Yeah. Oh, it snowed for you guys? We're still getting rain. Some, I mean, like heavy rain. Not right now, it's not raining, but it was up until maybe 2. So yeah. Um, yeah, I went backwards trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, no, as soon as I do that, I get behind. You're getting the same temps. I'm still going to plant brassica this week. Yeah, now I have dropped brassicas. But I think you guys, yeah, you guys saw that one a long time. I was gonna say, I think you guys see me drop brassicas, the cabbage, kale, broccoli. Yeah, that's been a long. That video old. Um, Christy, there's a video coming. I tell you, it's been rough with these dang on starts. Rainstorms, high winds, it's off the chain. Yes. Heavy winds. Yep. We had heavy winds all day. Actually, they started Friday. And because like it was sunny and then the clouds would go over the sun, but it still didn't storm or anything, and then it gets sunny again. But it was windy. It definitely was windy. It was horrible weather for the storm, because the thunder was like, I mean, it was like shaking the house. I was like, okay, we get it. It's raining. We get it. You ain't got to be so aggressive. You had on Friday night. Oh, and not the power for a bit. Nope, we didn't have any power outage. Thank God. Hey, Ann. Happy Sunday. Somebody say hello. I appreciate it. Um, Hold on. Let me ask her why she is not in my life. Even though I know she's not home. Um, she's visiting some family. But that don't matter. Anywho, let's see if she pop in. That's best yet journey, y'all. She sent a message to our group chat that her, Miss Felicia, Tia, and I and Ro. So now Ro even know I'm live. My daughter's power is still out. Oh, that sucks. You didn't get the thunder? We did. A lot of it. My cantaloupe is the size of golf ball. My watermelon is a bit larger. What state are you in, Janet? That's amazing. I think I'm actually trying to plan out now because I start my watermelon inside to transplant. So I'm trying to decide when I'm going to start that, and the cucumbers, my squash, my okra. And there was something else. Hey, Jamaica. Happy Sunday. Wind so strong, knocked one of my bird. That sucks. Bird feeder poles down. I need to actually go back there and make sure my cherry tree didn't get blown over. That's the only one of my trees that always gets blown over. And it's not the only tree that's in the pot, that the type of pot that it's in. But that one, I moved it because I was like, maybe the ground isn't leveled where it was. So I moved it again because I promise you, everywhere I move it to, it does it. So we're going to see. That is exciting, Cheryl. She's got her. I'm telling you, yeah, if y'all go back, yes, I did. I looked up the Peter Pepper. I did that today, actually. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna grow it for sure because I told you I'm producing with purpose, so we're not just growing things, but it is gonna get grown. It just might not be this year. Um, but I'm trying to plan out when I'm gonna start those seeds so that they're my plants are a decent size to transplant when it's time. Um, that's right, Benjamin. He said, I pray everyone is doing what they can to get backup power, solar, and gas. These storms are insane. They are. They are. And I have I'm guilty of having preps that I haven't tested because I haven't even pulled my solar. I've had solar panels since last year and I have not pulled them out the box. I think I have three of them. But last year was a year, y'all. We being positive, right? Positivity. I feel judgment. We're not judging. We're being positive because now I have said it and we're going to get them out of the box. And we're going to get them tested, right? So all's good. We listen and we don't judge. We're being positive. More stories coming next week. I hope not for Ohio. Janet, did you say where you were? Did I miss that? What state you're in? Florida. Florida. Florida, Arizona, California, all the warm Colorado, all the places that have the warmer climates. Texas, I envy you. Um, Learned a lesson on it was too hot for peppers last year. It was too hot to grow them for you? Oh, or the peppers that I grew were too hot. That the Peter one isn't. But I did grow the Reaper, and I'm not growing that one again. I think I grew the Ghost before. I'm not growing that one again. And the Mad Hatter. Those are like way higher on the Scotchville. Way higher. Oh, Janet, you ain't got to tell me 100% correct because I already know. And I will not step foot in Florida. It's so bad to the point, y'all. When I was probably in my late 20s, and there was a guy interested in me from Florida, from Miami, and he had come to visit me here, but I could not go to. He'd be like, "Oh, you'll be fine. The bugs don't even bother." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Mm." I just visualized myself stepping off a plane, and every bug in that state just wants to touch me. Everyone will land on me. So yeah, that's how bad I am. Back in the bushes listening. Hey, that's my art. Happy Sunday. No weather-wise, a lot of people were saying peppers were too hot to grow. Mine weren't. My peppers, actually, I had to finally just pull the plants up, the ones at the community garden, because I was harvesting peppers in October, like late October, I think it was. I did a video of it too, because I was like, these plants won't stop giving, and they still had peppers on them, and we're still putting on new peppers. I said, well, yeah, they were given. You're growing the Reapers this year? Scotch bonnets. I haven't heard of that one. The Moruga scorpions. I have heard of scorpions, ghost. and habaneros. I'm growing scotch this year. Scotch bonnets, cayenne, because I use the cayenne to make my hot sauce. Jalapenos, I use that in my salsa, and I like to pickle them and all that. I do a lot with jalapenos. Um, and peach. I'm doing the peach rush, the sugar peach rush peppers as well. So don't come down to Florida. It's crowded. Listen. And that's the other thing I don't like. And the locust walks amongst mm-mm. But that's the other thing I don't like. I don't like busy, like I don't like states that have congestion of people. When I went to Vegas, I was like, if I never go to Vegas again, it'll be too soon. It's too peoply. When I was in Boston, too peoply, too many people. I don't want to be it. I don't want to be in it. My nerves are not good enough for that. I can't see everything. I can't see what's happening around me. It's clear. It's just my anxiety does not work for states that have congestions of people. I don't trust people enough for that. That is my weird thing, y'all. You saw that video, Miss Cheryl? But yeah. But I grew the reapers and I grew the ghosts. They're in my pick. I like to dry some of my peppers and I mix them all up because I like dry pepper flakes on different dishes for me. I'm the only one in my house who likes that kind of heat. But when I tell you, I think I went too far with the reapers and the ghosts because I have to like have my face covered with a mask or something or hold my breath if I open that jar. Because if I don't, I will be choking for who knows how long. I mean, just to inhale, oh, some peppers will have you in a choking fit. Positivity, that's right. But I can't be positive when it comes to the bug. I'm positive though that I'm not going to Florida and that I will positively be in a state that does not have all those bugs for people. That's how I maintain my positivity, Queen. Is staying away from all that. The hottest you do is jalapeno. Nothing's wrong with that. You like that too. I need room to run. See, I need give me some room. Back up. Back up off me. Like, oh, it was just too much. Hey G Mama, happy Sunday. It was too much. And those were probably the worst two for me. And I've been to quite a few states. I was trying to think like those were the worst. Like people always talk about states like Atlanta and Chicago. I've been well, not those aren't the states, but the cities. But I've been to both. I've been to different cities in Georgia, no problem, and different cities in Illinois, no problem. Even those two big ones, the Chicago and Atlanta. It wasn't. I didn't have the same reaction I had being in a place like Vegas and Boston. Those were probably the worst. It wasn't sin because I left out a whole word in the email. Oh no, I just said it again. Okay. Oh, you're talking to PIA. I was gonna say, oh no, the smell of those peppers actually gets on you, and it takes like maybe 2 days to get it off. Listen, I cannot open that. Hey, LGG. Um, the jar I have it in a mason jar, and I promise you, I in a little, I mean a pinch will heat up an entire dish. I like to put in my curry. I like a this chickpea and potato curry I make, but I like my curry to have a little heat to it. And when I tell you, just a dash, and that whole dish is heated. So yeah, I want to have some hot pepper flakes. Add some ghost. Oh, I had more than that though. I had the fish peppers, the ghost peppers, because Sam gave me fish, the ghost. I didn't miss some reapers in there. She gave me like a bag full of fresh peppers. Hey Precious, happy Sunday. I appreciate you, sis. Um, yeah, you got to get it done when you can. She's out there in Cali, so that she's having that good weather going on. Get out there and get it done when you can. Um, but she gave me a bag full of them when I met up with her. Me and Best Journey and TT's Urban Pantry drove to Chicago to just kind of walk around, and then because Lydia had never been to Best Journey, had never been, so she wanted to go. So we went over there, walked around downtown, and then we went and had pizza, and then Sam met up with us with bean juice, and she brought me a bag of peppers because she knows I like the hot stuff, and I do. I do. So I don't shy away from spice, but I don't like heat for the purpose of just having heat. I like flavor. So if it's something that's just hot, nah, I'm good. It has to be flavorful. So I will put usually I will go up to a habanero in my salsa. I like it to get a little spicy. So I'll do the jalapeno and habanero together sometimes, or jalapeno serrano and habanero. I think I might even put a Scotch bonnet in one before, just mixed it in with the other peppers, one Scotch bonnet. Um, the Scotch bonnets aren't like ridiculously hot to me. They're not. So I'm not doing habaneros this year, or any of my other peppers that I love. I only have the four, the Sugar Rush Peach, Cayenne. I did two different kind of jalapenos. I did the regular and a mild jalapeno. I think it's called tan jalapeno. It's not the jalapeno, but it's a mild as far as heat goes. And then what's the other one? I keep forgetting every time I get to talking what the other is. Jalapeno, cayenne, peach, rush. What did I say the other one was, y'all? I don't forgot. Oh, Scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet. Oh, well, at least you'll get some though. A dwarf tomato. Is it like cherry or something sized tomatoes? That's another thing I won't grow again. Yeah, those cherry tomatoes are too prolific for me. They were everywhere. I don't eat them enough of that. They were everywhere. So I won't be having those again in the garden. Not this year. And I was going to do my tomatillos again, but I still have my salsa verde. Did I do a video for the salsa verde? I feel like I didn't. I'm not going to grow them just to do a video though. I was thinking that for a second, but no, I'm not doing that. But I did grow them last year, and they did great. And they I ended up making salsa verde with it, and I just froze it. I didn't can it. I just separated it into freezer bags and froze it like the quart size freezer bags. Oh, I love the pickled ones. Have you had Queen, have you tried the candied jalapenos? so good. I did those a couple years ago. So good. I'm going to be doing those again today. That's why I'm doing 2 jalapeno plants, 2 varieties. I'm going to have more than 2 plants. But I need to do my salsas again. I do those every year. And then I want more pickled jalapenos, and I want to ferment some. And then I also want to do more of the candied jalapenos. And if I do, yeah, I did those 2 years ago. That's why I don't remember if there's a video for certain stuff or not. Now the salsa verde I did last year, but the cowboy candy I did 2 years ago, I think. It's not. They are dangerously good. Because it takes the candiedness of it, like kind of offsets the heat a little bit. And I put them on a lot of, I even put them in salads. Like if I'm making a salad, I will put some of those in. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And because I'm the only one who really eats, I shouldn't even say really, I'm the only one in my house who eats hot stuff. So I would can them in those really small jars. That way, when I open one, I know I'll eat them all. So they won't just sit in the fridge and go bad or something. But yes, and I have to do pickles. You loved it, PIA. I got to do pickles again this year. So I will be growing a pickling cucumber as well. And I didn't do any pickles last year. I did them 2 years ago. So it's time to do pickles again. Y'all need to give me some ideas of what I can do with peaches. So I still have 2 bags of peaches that I peeled up and sliced up and everything and froze. I might even have which I know what I'm going to do with it if I do, but I might even have a bag of the peels because I used to just throw them out. And then Auntie Ellen was like, you could make jelly with that. And I made jelly with it the last time I had peaches. And I used to get, well, I shouldn't say used to. Last year I got all my peaches from the peach truck. The peach truck is a truck that goes state to state and delivers fresh peaches. I think they come out of Georgia. They come out of somewhere warmer than here. And so I got a couple, probably like 3 boxes total last year. And I did some peach butter. I do my peach salsa. I did a peach barbecue sauce. So yeah, I still have peaches left. So I need some ideas. Your mouth too old to handle hot stuff. You can what? You talking? Oh, the cowboy candy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go, Liddy. I said I wonder if she gonna come in because I told her you had sent a message to the group chat. I was like, why you ain't in my live? That's what I messaged back, y'all. And TT. Mm-hmm. Look, I told y'all I was gonna pull them all out. Where Ro at? Because Miss Felicia already in here. Or was already in here. So where Ro? Because y'all late. But we being positive today. So I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide. But yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying before they came in here. My brain just went. It did. Lydia, are y'all having a good time? I was just talking about the stinky state that you in now. She's in Florida. I'll be getting caught up. Right. Y'all, let me tell y'all something real quick. And then I promise y'all I'm going to be positive. No, it's not negative. So yesterday, I don't even remember what time it was. It wasn't late. We our group chat got a message. Hey Sammy Joe from creating all the ideas sounds so delicious. We get a message in the group chat from TT saying, "Hey y'all, we should go." No, she didn't say go live. She said we should do some crafting tonight. Is what she said. So of course we're all thinking, oh, she wants to go live on the crafting channel. So Miss Felicia's like, what we making? And I chime in, yeah, what we making? Crickets. And I don't mean we chimed in like an hour later, like some people did. No, we chimed in fairly immediately. And I mean crickets. So then like 30 minutes or so go by. So I video call the group. Nobody answers but TT. And she's sitting cuddled up in her chair with her blanket and a book. And I said, ma'am, you sent us a message. We responded, and then you said nothing. She's like, oh, I got caught up in my book. Yeah, these are the people. These are the people. And then the person who comes in, actually not an hour later, it probably was more like 2 hours later. Y'all know who that was. Talking about where's the link. Y'all know exactly who that was. Shameful. Needless to say, y'all didn't see us go live, did y'all? Mm-mm. We didn't craft either. How about that? She was too busy reading her book. That's how they do us. So wrong. See, I'm being positive. A little. I didn't give her crap too much about it. Not too much. Yeah, I didn't want to go live. No way. Mm-mm. And I was in no condition to go live because I was tired. So yeah, it must have been Sammy. I was. I wasn't in the bed. Was I in the bed when we first started? I probably was. I think I was in the bed the whole time we was talking. But I would have got up. I think she right. I was in bed. But yeah, it must have been a good book because I mean she did not look back at her phone. She sent that message and set her phone in probably another state. Started reading that book. Hey AK lover. Happy Sunday. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to be positive. No, I am being positive as I drag the girls through the mud. That's all I'm doing. But y'all, I just I just wanted to come on like I do on my Sundays and just kind of set the tone for the week. Y'all, it helps me. When I come on here, sometimes I don't be feeling like it. When I first come on, I just be like, I always feel better when I get done. So it's not you guys that do it to me. You guys actually make me feel better after I do it. I just be tired sometimes. Then I had my grandson for a while earlier, so kids they wanna he was talking my head off. You'll have to try the candy. You will love it. I'm telling you. And then we're gonna have you making pepper jellies. Me and Tia do a lot of pepper jellies. We have gone pushed the limits on pepper jellies. I think she did a habanero. Was that peach? What was the other? Was it habanero mango or habanero peach? something, one of those. And then I do my watermelon pepper jelly. And I've been doing that every year since I first made it. And there was no recipe out there on how to do it because I don't think nobody was really, I don't think anybody was doing it. And if they were, they weren't creating content of that because I looked. When it came to my mind, like, I wonder if I could take my watermelons and juice them and make jelly with it. And then I was like, well, if I juice it, I just use the equivalent of juice that you would use to make jelly, because that's all you use to make jelly. And did that, added some peppers to it, some jalapenos to it, and pectin and sugar. It was good. It tastes so good. So good. Pepper jelly. Now there's two, we push the limit. Like the two, which one, Tia? You said, yep, that's what it was. I said peach or mango. It was peach though, I think. So maybe that's why you said yep. Maybe it was the peach. But we kind of made those. Now the peach one, I'm not sure because she might have used juice. I can't remember. We did it on Tia's channel. For one, for those who don't know, because a lot of people are wanting to preserve their harvest and stuff, you know, when they grow it, knowing how to can. Some people aren't canning yet. Maybe water bath or pressure canning. TT's Urban Pantry has an entire playlist of canning all sorts of things. She used to do, and maybe getting back to doing that because she just did one Friday where she canned jelly. But she used to go every Saturday night canning something different every week. And that's how I learned how to can, y'all. That's how I learned how. She was canning live on Saturday nights. And one week I asked her if I could come can with her, whatever she was making. I can't remember what it was because I've done everything now. I've done meat, veggies, fruit. I've done the jellies, the marmalades, the jams, because they're all different. The butters, the apple and the peach butters. I've done a lot of it now, but I learned pulling up over on her channel because the first day I went over there to can with her is the day I took that canner out the box. She was like, wait, it was still in the box? Yeah. I just heard me say I had those solar panels for a year now. I will do better, I promise. You did a pepper apple butter? Nice. That sounds very good. I haven't thought to do that. Make a vegan peach cobbler preserve smoothies. Oh, you mean like a preserve for smoothies that you would put in your smoothies? First of all, I don't think it would be very hard to do. I was thinking in my head, like, I don't think it'd be hard at all to do a vegan peach cobbler. Now I have done no, it wasn't peaches. It was orange. The marmalade I made, I think, was orange. But I've done blueberries where I've tried to make a jelly out of it. It did not gel up like I expected it to, because some fruits have natural pectins, but I felt like it still needed more pectin put in there because it didn't gel up right. So it was more of a syrup, and I would put it on my pancakes and stuff. So yeah, I can see that. Thank you, G Mama. I appreciate you. I don't like mango. It was peach. First of all, we're being positive over here. Mangoes are amazing. Okay. Hey everyone. Oh, I'm listening, not really looking at the chat. Awesome. Um, I had just made 2 jars. So do you just make it like the apple butter and just adding peppers to it, or are you doing it like a jelly with apple juice and adding peppers to it? I said what I said. You get on my nerves. Gina, when you say first of all, it reminds me of my granddaughter. She says that all the time. Oh, and I have to check her. Miss Cheryl, you just did the same thing Tia did to me when I asked, was it peaches or mango? And she said, so I asked you, was it apple butter or apple jelly? Like, did you do make an apple butter and add peppers? Oh, okay. Apple butter, add peppers. Got you. Okay. I'm like, I asked 2 questions. Gotcha. Now I could do that because I know how to make up. I know how to make either, but yes, I could do that. I would have never thought to do that. Where you put it on? No, you're fine. I'm just picking with you. Where do you put it on? How do you eat it? Like with apple butter, I usually just want it on like toast, biscuits, stuff like that. Maybe a pancake. Biscuits. Okay. Yeah, that's what I usually like that on. But when I do like my pepper jellies, I do I put that on other stuff. I've done meatballs that I've tossed in my pepper jelly, chicken wings that I'll toss in it. So I usually will put it with stuff like that more so than like just on toast or a biscuit. Fried potatoes and onions. Speaking my love language. Peach jalapeno butter sounds amazing. It does. It does. I just have to think of how I would eat it though. I probably wouldn't eat it on a biscuit. But it sounds good because it'd be just like doing I mean you could do it for a glaze. Hmm. Or something like ribs or pork chops or even chicken, I guess. Right. TT, don't start nothing. Look, Miss Cheryl be over there cooking all the time. That's who I was baking bread with. And cinnamon rolls. Mm-hmm. Listen, that's why I said she's speaking my love language. Potatoes are my thing. Y'all will see every year I grow a lot of potatoes because I like potatoes. So I grow a lot of them, and I succession plant them. And I've even gone further this year, and I bought potato sacks so I could hopefully store them up in potato sacks, and they'll stay okay in the basement for a few months, so I don't, you know, they don't go bad or anything. We'll see. We will see. I found them on amazing if anybody wants to know. And guys, I have been okay, Miss Felicia. I have added my Amazon influencer information in my bio because I wanted a place where people could go to find the things that I show and my videos that I have maybe purchased from Amazon, or most times it's Amazon that I'm purchasing stuff from raised beds to all kind of stuff, tools that I might use in the garden, um, tags, anything that I might use, things I might buy and use for starting my seeds, like the things for the hydroponic, the cups I bought for the aquaponics, the clay balls, stuff, all that kind of stuff. All could be found in that from that link, and they're all separated by categories. So I have a gardening category, a prepping category, and a 2A category. So if it's something that you see, hey STD, happy Sunday. If it's something that you see that oh, it'd be good on AC. That's why I need to get out the chat. If there's some if there's something that you see, I that lost where I was going, but I think I was gonna say that you see that I use, you will be able to find it over there. Like my water bath canner. Actually, it's a not a water bath, it's a steam canner, which is easier to use than water bath canning. Only in the fact that they're both easy, but in the fact that you don't have to use as much water with a steam canner. And you can water bath can items in a steam canner. You can't use a steam canner for pressure canning items. Pressure canner only for those things. So yeah. Hey Jova, happy Sunday. Who is oh, I see. I'm like, who is Homestead? You talking to Sammy Joe. I was about to say, who is Homestead? But yeah. So I wanted it to be a place where you could go and find those items if you were interested in any of those things that you see that I might use in videos that I mentioned that I bought. Trellises, anything in the garden pretty much has come from Amazon, which is Amazon. Nope. Nope. It's not very expensive. Now, I didn't buy mine. It was a birthday present a couple, about 2 or 3 years, about 3 years ago, I think. Um, Thank you, TT. It's not though. I know it's under $100. I'm not even sure that it's over 50. If it is, it might be right over 50. I can't remember for sure though. I didn't think it was expensive. I would have actually bought one. A pressure canner is not expensive though. You can get the regular size Presto. Well, I don't know because I've had mine for a while. So maybe what, $100 now? I have that. I don't know. I almost said it and then I was like, wait a minute. I don't have. I mean, I've had mine for a while and everything is more expensive. Um, what did I say? Pressure canner. The 23 quart, I think, is the big one, ain't it? Yeah, I think the other one is 17. I think the 23, yeah, the other one is 16 quarts. It's $90. I think I got it for 80, 79.99 when I got it. It's $90 at Wally World. Or you could get the bigger one for $140, 130 to $140, depending on where you, well, about 140 everywhere. And that's the one that you can double stack pint jars. So you can can up to 20 pint jars at a time in the bigger one, or 10 at a time of the pints in the regular size one, the 16 quart. And you can do 7 quarts, I think, in that canner. And the other canner, you could, if you do quarts, you're only going to get one round of quarts. You might be able to do the half pints stacked on the top, but you're not going to get anything else stacked on the top. Man, Miss Cheryl, Tia sent us a picture today from Costco. They had a freeze dryer in there, and I had already seen it actually. I saw it because I was in Costco back in February because I used one of my credit cards to earn points, cash back, I should say. And the cash back I get, I spend getting my stocking up my freezer from Costco. And I saw that they had it was like $1,600. It's about 300 for a 23 quart. Worth it when you are able to preserve your harvest. Facts. And I actually have both. And I think Tia has both the sizes. I have because the first one I bought was the bigger one because go big or go home, right? That's what they say. And then if you're not doing double the amount of items you want in the can, your weight it's just too much with the bigger one. If I'm only trying to can like 10 jars of something or not even 10 pint-sized jars, I just pull out the smaller one. What are you laughing at, STD? What did I say? That you're twisting. Because I feel like it's something I said. But yeah, I'll go big or go. Probably with that. Yes. But yeah. So I do have both of them though. I have both sizes. I have a steam canner. I don't have an electric canner. Now that one you need 2 jobs to get, in my opinion. I think that one is expensive, in my opinion. So I don't have that one. And I have water bath canners. So I have 2 water baths. And one of them is just a big, both of them really are. If you've ever bought a water bath canner, it's nothing but a big stock pot. That's all it is. I think the one I have does have the temperature thing that shows when it's gotten to a certain temperature, not pressure. But it ain't nothing but a big stock pot. So if you have a big stock pot, don't go out and buy something just that says water bath canner. You can do the same thing in a stock pot. I did it for years before I bought the one I have. So use what we got. That's what we do. Since I have the water bath. I have 2 of them. I need to keep the store stocked. Facts. I want the electric one too. That's my art. I just can't part with the money to justify me getting that one, considering I have 2 pressure canners. So I could be canning on my stove with both of those at one time if I had that many things to do at the same time. Yeah, y'all know I'm frugal. I gotta justify the stuff. You can put a dish towel on the bottom. You can. You can. I have 2 rack thingies. Actually, one of my friends, a coworker, she knew that I was all into the canning and all that. And I think someone had, like, one of her relatives had all the stuff with canning, the rack and stuff, and they were just going to toss it. And she saw it and brought it into me. So, yeah. I can't. I have to use it for something else for me. Even though that would be for me, but that's actually not. No, it's going to be a more personalized thing for me. Unless you want to, cash up some more STD. Just saying. You have a large capacity pressure canner. Someone gave me, yes, too big due to microwave being over the stove. Would you be able to use it with a what am I thinking of? One of those like single or double eye electric thingies. You know what I'm talking about? It is steep, Lisa. Definitely. How are you? Happy Sunday. Um, Listen, Sammy Joe. If I could figure out a way to do it without spending my money, I will. Yes, a hot plate. Could you do it with a hot plate? Um, I think that's my cousin. I think the name came up, but I'm like, I don't remember having her saved that way. Anyway, yes, a hot plate. I wonder if you could use that to use that canner, be able to use it as a pressure canner. Yes, yes, Janet, that's what I was thinking. You would have to buy one. I don't think they're that expensive, but don't get me the line. I don't think they are though. But I wonder, I mean, if that would help to be able to utilize, if you wanted to use it, if that would help you be able to utilize the pressure canner for preserving, especially if you have a large capacity one. Is it one of the, what is the other one, American or Americana or whatever that brand is? The one that's bigger, like heavier than Presto? They are not, are you saying they are not, you can use it for that? The All American. Are you saying you couldn't use it for that, Cheryl? I don't see why you couldn't. Would it be too heavy? Oh, it's just the Presto giant size, even more so, because that's not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy, don't get me wrong, but not like the All American. 25 bucks for oh, not expensive. Gotcha. Um, yeah, I didn't think they were. um, Tia, fix it. Maybe it's being fixed. Um, yeah, I think that was my cousin. I saw a text, but I thought that was her. It wasn't. Um, but yeah, I would try that to be able to use it for the purpose, but are heavy and pricey. What is heavier and pricey? Oh, the All American. It is. Yes, that's why I don't have that one. Because I was like, just trying to can food. That's it. And I have I'll be already nervous on my stove as it is because it's the glass top. So I already be nervous anyway with the canner I have, because when you think about it, you got the canner, you got the jars filled with whatever's in them, and then some water in there, and that's all weight. So I'd be a little nervous. But after shoulder surgery, yes, everything is heavy. I can imagine. I can definitely imagine that. And then there's other, methods that I've seen online. So if it's something that will be less taxing on your shoulder, you might find it out there. I would say check in the Amish community and the Mennonites. That's where I've seen some other methods, and that's all I'll say. No rack for drawers. And what? And the canner? You could get a rack for 'em. I've been researching the Amish way of canning. Yeah, they don't. And they've been doing it for centuries. And it's like, if it works, I'm not saying go do it. I'm just saying do some research. But they don't use a canner. And they have a different way of ensuring that their jars seal too. I follow a couple channels. Oh, I did not mention the rack. Sorry. Yes, definitely. Well, you either need a rack or, like Miss Cheryl said, I've never done it, but I do know that I've heard that you can put a towel at the bottom of the canner that keeps the jars from touching the bottom. Um, and when you're doing your pressure canning or water bath. I haven't actually heard it with the pressure canner. I've heard it more so with the water bath, but I wouldn't imagine you couldn't do both. You can use a towel in the bottom of the pot. Yeah. You did it with the pressure, Miss Cheryl? Um, you've seen it? Okay, Lisa says she's seen it. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't seen it for myself with the pressure canner, but I definitely did with the water bath. And yeah, and also, sometimes you could find stuff like that for like a couple dollars at your Goodwills and stuff like that. So I always used to go into the Goodwills and see if they had like bread makers and stuff because I didn't want to go and buy a brand new one to, see if I even liked making bread with a bread maker. So I would go in there and I would always see all kinds of stuff. They always have crock pots. I would see dehydrators in there. Um, I've seen bread makers. I don't know what else I've come across in there. But it was a what would I call her channel? I guess kind of like a homesteader channel. I think her name is Jay Morrell. She has a large family. I think her and her husband have like, I don't know, probably like 9 or 10 kids. And she does a lot of videos on meal prep and stuff for her family. But she had like multiple machines of certain stuff for whatever she was making. And matter of fact, I think it was bread. And she was saying that she always just goes to the Goodwills and stuff and try to find them for like 10, $15. Just saying. If you never thought of that. You can. You can use the rings at the bottom as well. I've heard people say that. I have. Yes, I don't like their way of living. I am following the way which. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, y'all know I be getting tired. Oh, you've done it that way, Sammy. They also used to put the jars in the oven. I've seen that too. Mm-hmm. They still do. It's not a used to. We all should get to living like they do. Mm-hmm. I watch. I actually follow a couple channels, and my first pepper jelly, my regular pepper jelly recipe. I think, matter of fact, I'm almost 100% sure that's where I got the recipe from. I never remember her channel's name for sure. It might be Mennonite Farmhouse, maybe, or the Mennonite Farmhouse, maybe. Hey, fam. Let me see. I do dry canning of my potatoes in the oven. Sammy, you ain't got no video. You got a video? Have you been doing content lately, Sammy? Because I haven't seen you in my feed. Let me see. I'm gonna look and see what it is, and I'll put it in the chat. That's my art because let me see if I can find it real quick. She's the only one I could think of off the top of my head, the name of the channel, somewhat anyway. Okay, so there's no the, I don't think, in her name because I don't see that. So let me see if it's just Mennonite. Yep, it is. It's just Mennonite Farmhouse. So I will post her link in the chat. And she's been on here for a while. Oh, it looks, she's been on here since 2008. She's been on here longer than me because I came on the YouTube in 2011. But I knew she had a lot of content going back. So that's why I was mentioning she's been on here a lot. She does a lot of recipes, canning. She's a gardener, I believe. Let me post it in the chat. You look. All right. I just posted the link to the channel. And I'm pretty sure that's where I got my pepper jelly. The one that I make that's just jelly with the sweet and I add a little bit of hot peppers. And I think that's how she did it too. But you don't, if you don't want to, you don't have to add any hot at all. I just added a little bit of jalapeno to mine, but you don't have to. You could just do sweets if you wanted to. You can use adjustable steam racks. Yep. I've been trying to push Sammy Joe into doing more videos. I was about to say, I know I haven't seen Sammy in my feed because I used to. What's going on, Sammy Joe? What's going on? Yes, Mennonite. You follow them too, Miss Felicia? I like her channel. And sometimes it's her and her I don't know if it still is because I haven't seen anybody else in the kitchen with her, but I remember once when she was canning, her mom was there and she was there, you know, canning up stuff. But they talk about that like this is traditionally how they have always canned. So like I said, I'm not saying go can that way. All I'm saying is do your research. There's always like if you know, if you don't have it to shell out to do canners, it's all about just getting it done and what you're comfortable with. So it's all about the preservation. That's all we're really trying to do. To preserve the food. Send me the you're talking to Sammy Joe. That's Mama Shirley. And you guys can put GBG like Miss Shirley OG Gardner just did not too long ago in the chat, and it will drop your channel links if you're a content creator so that people could come check you out. I'm trying to get back to making videos. I don't do any candy video. Yeah. You never know, Sammy Joe. We all teach differently and people learn differently. And I am like, I almost suck at this, even though it's like one of the things that I gravitate to when I'm looking for something. I always gravitate to the people who just get straight to the point, get there. Tell me what I want to know. And then I do my videos and I find myself doing this a lot, but that's because in the past I get the questions, which I'm sure these people do who get to the point, but they satisfy what I want. But people will ask questions of things that you just want to kind of you just assume that people would know. Especially when I'm doing like recipes and stuff. I kind of I say a lot of things because I know that when you're not someone who just cooks all the time, you want specifics. You want, like Miss Cheryl said earlier, a quarter teaspoon of this and a teaspoon of that. You want those specifics. I can guarantee you I never cook like that. 1000%. I will bake like that because I follow rules with baking. Well, cooking, the rules are mine because I know what I like. So I used to do recipe videos with the assumption that everybody knows what they like. So if I have something in a recipe and they don't like it, they will make the adjustments. And no, that's just how I work when it comes to cooking. So now when I do videos, I'm usually like, hey, this is just the blueprint. If there's something in the recipe you don't like, take it out. If it's something that you think of while you're looking at the recipe and you're like, oh, it would be good if she put this in, then put it in. It's your dish. Make it to your liking. I don't like onions. So I rarely put actual onions in my dishes. I will do an onion powder more than I would do an onion because I like the flavor. I just don't like the texture. So I don't usually want the onion. But that's me. Somebody else might want to chop up a half an onion or a whole onion and throw it in their dish. By all means, if that's what you like, throw it in there. So I'm usually like explaining those things in the videos because I noticed, like I said in the past, when I didn't, I got most of my comments will be asking those kind of questions. So I try to be proactive. Is that the channel name, Lisa? Miss Zimmerman? Or is that just the person's name from the channel? Mrs. Zimmerman. You was on Miss Shirley's earlier watching a video, or because she wasn't, I don't think she was live. I did see a video earlier, but I felt no, the video I saw was from a a day or so ago. Do you like spicy beans? Yeah. I only like savory beans. So I'm not, I shouldn't say I only like, I don't particularly, I can pass on baked beans. I can eat them, but I can pass on them. But the savory ones, the pinto, the black, the navy, the great northern, bring it on. And I don't mind if it's spicy. I don't want it to be just heat, but if it's got flavor, preserve with purpose. Absolutely, Tia. Absolutely. Hey, Seawoods. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm chopping up a bag of onions right now to put in the dehydrator. Listen, I am growing at minimum probably about 200 onions because it makes the best onion powder. I told you I like the flavor. It's a weird thing. It's just a texture for me. I don't know why, but the biting into an onion, ugh, don't want to do it. It just does not work for me. So I will grow them, slice them up, dehydrate them, and powder them. And I am like down to the bottom of my jar from last season. I can't wait till I can refill that jar because it makes the best onion powder. And I do all of the onion, not just the onion. I also take the greens from it and cut those up, dehydrate that. All of it goes into my powder. All of it. I don't follow rules well, except mine. Absolutely. Absolutely. My kitchen, my rules, I make up things as I go. That's how I Janet. That is how I cook. Like, I know what I like. It's almost like how I garden. Like, if you tell me I can't do something, I only can't do it after I've done it and I realize it doesn't work. That's when I can't do it. But I'm not just gonna say I can't do it because somebody told me I couldn't do it. Now I gotta show you that it can be done. So yeah. But yes, that is so me. I do not follow the rules. I do follow baking rules because I know I can't be all up in there just doing what I want to do when you're baking. It's more important to follow the rules. But when I am cooking, I just know what I like. Like if I taste it and I'm like, oh, it just something ain't there, and I start thinking like what I think is gonna give me the taste I want, and then I'm putting that in there. So this year I did preserve some of my herbs last year, like the parsley, the thyme, the rosemary. What else did I have out there? I forget. I did not preserve my mint, which I would wish I had preserved, but I will do that this year. I'm the same way. Flavor, yes. Texture, no. Rob, welcome. So there are more of us. Um, I think Stacy, which is Hands in the Dirt, is the same way. I don't know if he does the powder though, but I think he does. I know he does not do onions, and neither does Broke Farmer. Does not do onions, but he grows a lot of them because his wife cooks with them. But I don't know if they do they powder their like dehydrated powder. That's been my workaround. And y'all, dehydrating your garlic that you grow and your onions, the flavor is intense. It is nothing like what you're buying. So growing up, excuse me, to make your own powders, to make your own seasonings. You're growing a bay leaf tree. Nice. You need to send me some bay leaves. I was watching your community garden video. I'm like, wait a minute. I use onions in everything I cook, but I am not putting them in my mouth. Sammy. And I will cook with them, but I have methods to my madness. It's either got to be chopped up very small so that when it's cooked into whatever it's in, it's so translucent. I there's no texture to bite into, or it's got to be big where I could just pull it out of my dish, like out of my plate. I can fork around it, push it over there to the side, but it can't be eaten. That's not a thing. And I've tried because I didn't like it as a kid, and I didn't like bell peppers either as a kid. So I tried both of them when I started gardening, and I love bell peppers. I could just slice them up right off the plant, wash it off, slice it up, and eat it just like that. But onion, it's still a no. It's a no for me. You planted spearmint this year. Awesome. I'm doing the Greek mountain mint, and then I'm supposed to be getting some chocolate mint. And I want to grow that because I've heard so many things about the chocolate mint. So those will be the two I have. And then I already have peppermint out there, but I have seeds for spearmint if I want to ever grow it. So yeah, that's awesome. You have to let me know, Nature Nut, like when you are. Do you do content? Let's start there. And I want to know what you think. Like if you find it to be a different flavor and a more enjoyable flavor than peppermint. I know it's going to be a different flavor, but if it's more enjoyable. For me, when it comes to gum, I prefer spearmint over peppermint. I do. I just found the book on making preserves and jams. I'll enjoy this book. Yes, you will. I've done both. You will enjoy that. Odom hates onions too. I didn't know. I'm glad I know that now. It's the whole club of us. Listen, and people were trying to clown us when they were first here, but now it's a few of us in the community that are like that. And they just be like, well, such and such don't like onions. Listen, if you watch my content and you don't know that I don't like onions, you ain't really watching my content. Because I talk about it a lot. I do. Today I learned about the Egyptian walking onion. I heard about that. I've never grown it. Are you going to grow those, Lisa? Got 12 ball jars last week. I filled them all with white lightning. Okay. I want a small jar just for garlic and onions. Mine is small. I actually want a bigger one though, because I will be dehydrating the onions and the garlic. I also have dehydrated in past my peppers after I get like a lot of the stuff done that I want to have preserved up, I'll start dehydrating my peppers and just so they don't go to waste, and then make pepper flakes. And then last year with the cayenne pepper, after I made my hot sauce, because I blended the peppers and then I cooked them, all of it for a while, and then I strained out the pulp, the seeds and the pulp from it, and just left the liquid and let that cook down until it got the thickness that I wanted for my hot sauce. And then I dehydrated the pulp and seeds and made cayenne pepper. So now I have my own cayenne pepper from peppers that I grew in my garden. So I'm just figuring out ways to waste less. So when I am making something, like when I did the peaches, and I learned that I can make jelly from the peels, I just let the peels from the peaches kind of boil in a little water until all that juice releases from the peel. And then you just strain it off, the peel out, and then you just left with the peach juice. And then you just add all the ingredients like you would for a jelly. And now you have peach jelly. So I'm just trying to waste less. And I'm sure you probably could take the peach, the skin and the, what am I thinking of? Seed, and put that into a mason jar with some water and let it ferment into a vinegar. I'm pretty sure you could. Just saying. I'd have to learn how to use the different app between appointments and learning. There is not enough time in a day. Facts. Facts. That is true. But, just make the time to learn the things that you know that you're going to, put into motion this year. Careful with peach pits. Okay. See, I just assume, because I don't know. I've never done it. I've never used the pits for anything. So I just assume that you could use all of it. I know that even with the apple core, I've heard people say you got to be careful with that. But then I've heard other people say that they use it for their vinegar and they're just fine. So I don't know. I have no clue. I just know I've heard that you can do vinegars from pretty much any fruits. So, and I'm going to be trying my hand at some. So, video to come. I actually have some going, but I want to get to the finish before I share it. And if it don't come out, I'm going to say that. So you're going to know how it worked out for me, but I know there's a lot of people who do. I usually plant mail. I'll let you know. Yes, my mint comes back every year. Am I the only one who that happens for? Mine is in a pot. It's in a big planter. I don't have to replant it. I think I was talking about this last week, and I think it was like it wasn't the same for everyone. My mint comes back. Y'all let me know if your mint usually comes back every year. If you need any pointers from a master gardener, I'm here. Absolutely. Should I bring you onto a live at some point to be interviewed so that people in the chat can ask questions from a master gardener? Because we need all that information. It does come back, Miss Felicia. Okay. I use the apple peels in cores for vinegar. You have to strain it away. Anyway, yes. What up, David? I see y'all. What up, everybody from the bushes? Absolutely. Got you, fam. It does come back. Okay. Oh, hit that like button. That's right. Look, David, I don't even know if you've seen it because you never addressed it, which makes me think you never saw my video. So, but I've talked about it many a times on different lives because it has come up. So I know you remember when I reached out to you about the ginger and the turmeric, planting the ginger and turmeric. And you were like, oh, yeah, you just do, it's easy, G, just do this. But you really want to wait until the spring to do that. But I didn't. Even though I'm going to plant some more. But that was going to go bad. And I was like, look, it's either going to not make it or make it. So I planted it then, like maybe a day or so after you told me not to. Yeah. So we go see what happened. We're gonna see if we get it. And if we do, then we learn something. We learn that we can plant it in the winter. And if we don't, we learn something there too. We learned that we should have listened to David and not planted it until spring. I see no losses here. This is all about learning. My man went to the afterlife. Really? Probably because it gets really hot there. Is that maybe why? Miss Mama Shirley said hers come back every year. Yeah, mine does. I was smart enough because I watched enough people tell me to put it in a pot and don't try to put it into a bed because it will take over. Or don't put it in the ground because it takes over. So I didn't do that. I put it in a pot. It took over. Now, the first year I had it in a pot, I had one side of the planter mint and the other side was lavender. And when I tell you that lavender was in the corner like this, because that mint took over, I separated them. I let the mint have it. I do. So we're back. I do. I juice veggies. Actually, one of my 4x4 beds, which lets me know you don't watch my content either. I have my eyes on y'all. But one of my 4x4 beds is going to be just the veggies that I juice. So I will have carrots, celery, kale, cucumbers. That might be it. Carrots, celery, kale, cucumbers. Might be it. I sometimes would use beets, but that's not like all the time. I don't mind it when I put it in my juices because I usually do an apple in there and the apple gives it flavor to me. Beets taste like earth. Like, why do we like beets? I don't like them. They taste like earth to me. Now, do I know what earth tastes like? No, but it tastes like beets. I'm just saying. I'm hoping my lemongrass comes back. That would be nice. But I juice my veggies, and I take the pulp and I dig holes in my garden beds and I dump it in there. So that's how I feed my soil most of the time, with the scraps. Don't be trying to snap at me, Silverback. Why you only asking the chat? Why you don't want to know if I juice? You're gonna speak Lydia up talking about beets. Man, now she loves beets. I sent her a bunch of beet seeds. And I have beet seeds. I will grow them. And they just ain't, I could take or leave them. So I might put some out there in the juice bed. But yeah, that's my goal this year, is to have one of my beds dedicated to just the items I am juicing, um, that I will put in my juice. And the hope, you watch my videos, my hope is that, yes, I do add fruits. I add fruits to all. Usually it's apple or pineapple, but I've done pomegranate, I've done blueberries, strawberries, pineapple. I'll say pineapple, oranges, lemon. I put those in there as well, but most times I would just buy, because it's just, mm, cheaper. Let's just be honest. To buy a bag of apples or a pineapple, because I typically, pineapples are about a couple dollars, maybe 250 most times here, a whole pineapple. So yeah, I'm growing some beets, but they're not my favorite. I will put it in juices. That's the only way I'm gonna have it. I'm not gonna just eat them. Now, how do you cook beets? Don't know. I only juice them, or the girl. I only juice them. I've never cooked them. Now Lydia cans them. How do you cook beets, y'all? I don't even know if I don't see, that wasn't on our dinner plate. The only vegetable my mom served to us that I did not like, absolutely did not like, was peas. And then we didn't have that very often. And the next one was probably broccoli. I did not like broccoli as a kid. I remember distinctly an incident where I could not get up from the dinner table until I ate my broccoli. So I put all my broccoli in my mouth, and then I act like I had to go to the bathroom, and I spit it all out into the toilet because I didn't like it. But I love broccoli now. I just didn't like it as a kid. I still don't like peas. I am going to try and grow some to see if I prefer it, if I grow it. But yeah, then you can't have all the beets. Man, Miss Felicia. Man. And I tried one year to grow, you can roast, stew, pickle for candy. Yeah, I've seen people candy them, so that's why, or pickle them. Yeah, I'm good. What is the taste and texture like? The taste is like earth, dirt. That's right. It's like earth. Miss Felicia said dirt. That is the taste. The texture, and I'm talking about like a candied well, no, it wasn't candied, it was pickled. Is probably like, I don't know, what, squash? Somewhat. When it's pickled, it's like, I'm gonna say squash. Who hard headed? What did you say something? Y'all saying a lot of things. Maybe. Not y'all screenshotting stuff and that y'all trying to share, but it's oh, I didn't see it, T. Um, I will work on that. I don't know. I don't know. But why are y'all, y'all screenshotting weather and stuff? But it's got me in the picture because they doing it while watching it live at the same time. Roast light olive oil. Y'all, STD cooks. I've seen it. He doesn't do content. Not over here. He don't really do content, but he will post stuff that he's cooking. You know, he's never invited me over for a plate, but he cooks. He does cook. Um, you didn't like broccoli nor cauliflower as a kid? Me neither. Me neither. You think potato? I was thinking not texture. Well, maybe like a purple potato. Have you like the softer ones? Maybe like a purple or a red that's roasted because they have more of a creamy, but it's not creamy though. It's I'm gonna stick with squash. Y'all straight multitasking. Now, how was I supposed to know? Cooked carrots is if you talking beets. Yes. There you go, Miss Cheryl. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Like the texture of a cooked carrot. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. That's exactly what it is. It ain't the flavor. It tastes like earth. Don't forget that. Don't forget I told you. I don't care if they pickle them or candy them or whatever. It don't help. Not me. It tastes like earth. Mm-mm. I don't like sweet stuff like that. So I remember I had it once. There was an Amish meat store here. They didn't make it through the pandemic. They made it through, but then they couldn't stay afloat. Um, so they closed, and I haven't felt the same since because that's where I got all my meat from. But I tried the beets and eggs, the boiled egg with the beets. They had that there, and I didn't expect it to be sweet. It, that's a no for me. I don't like sweet pickles. Like, why are we eating sweet pickles? Ugh, no, I don't even like the bread and butter. It's too close to having a sweetness to it. Give me a dill pickle. Dill, savory. Ugh. About to play a game of spade. Are you playing on a computer or with people? Look, Miss Cheryl hit it on the head, didn't she, Miss Felicia? We was like potato, squash. She said cooked carrot, and that was exactly it. That was exactly it. Look, I hope that this is today. Did you see what the topic of today's live was, Burner Girl? Positivity. I just want to put that out there before you get into your spade game. See, I don't really care that it's with the kids because kids can get that smoke. So we're gonna be positive and we're not gonna have no problems at the spades table today. Because I've been playing spades since I probably was like 10. No, that's not true. Maybe 12. Maybe 12. I've been playing cards since I was about 9 or 10. But I didn't start out at spades. But I definitely been playing cards. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. I am over. I just realized I'm over 2 hours. But we are going to go into this week with a attitude of positivity. I'm speaking to myself a lot. I am. I'm manifesting that positivity. I've had a great week though, a great week off, great weekend. But it's time to get back to the grind. tomorrow, even though I would like to have more time off. Got to get it done. Work's just piling up. So everybody have a great week. Have a great positive week. My mother used to have a gamble with quarters. That part. That part. So have a great week, everybody. It's starting to look a little bit like spring. And for some of us, it's already spring. It's already looking like it anyway. So let's get these things planted. We're gonna have a garden discussion on Friday because I'm getting uber excited with the weather being decent. I was able to get my garden spaces ready. They're already ready to go. So that just makes me even more want to plant things and get them started so that I can transplant them out there. So we're going to be talking about it. All right. So I will see you guys on Friday. There's another video dropping for y'all. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm dropping multiple videos a week. 3 videos a week because it's that time of year. So I have a video that's going to drop on Tuesday and Thursday of this week, and then Sunday again. So be looking for that. I know I usually drop on Monday, but I changed it because I'm dropping 3 of them. So I changed it up. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. All right. All right. I see everybody Friday. Y'all have a great week. Stay positive and have a good one, guys. All right. Good night.